back to the junk room, everybody. This shit's too bright. Okay, let's try this better. Not so much light. So what am I going to talk about with you today? Well, I'm going to do some news. I usually don't do news, as you know. I talk about toys and a lot of old crap. Usually I don't talk about news, but I do sometime. Anyway, if you haven't heard, now this is just a rumor. Nothing's been officially said yet, so remember, this is just rumor. The website Collider today reported inside information that says Lucasfilm is no longer going to do the Star Wars story movies, the spin-off movies. At least they're putting them on hold. I don't think it's officially dead, just nothing going forward. What does this mean? We're not going to get that Obi-Wan movie. It doesn't look like. Now, at least if this rumor is true, we're not going to get it anytime soon. That bums me out. Now, I'm guessing it's because no one went to see Solo. Now, I'm not saying no one. You went to see Solo, and a few of us did. But come on, what did it make? About 150 million for a Star Wars movie? That's horrible for a Star Wars movie, and it's not going to make its money back. Even if they didn't do the reshoots, I don't think it's going to make much of its money back if you don't count the reshoot money. So yeah, I mean, I've talked to a lot of you that have problems with Disney Star Wars or the problems with just doing a Han Solo movie. Me personally, I'm going to go see anything with Star Wars. I grew up with Star Wars. I went through a dark time about 1985 to about 1995 when there was nothing Star Wars. I don't want to go through that again. I'll take a bad Star Wars movie over a no Star Wars movie. So give me bad, give me good. Experiment, try something else. I might not like everything you do, but hey, I'll go see it. I mean, I just want to see as many Star Wars movies, and then I can travel off to the heavens or wherever the body goes, wherever your soul or whatever goes after you die.
May whatever God you believe in have mercy on your soul.
But again, Collider is reporting that this sources had told them they're not going to do any more movies, or they're going to put them on hold, I should say. But StarWarsNews.net, a great place for Star Wars news. I'm not trying to compete with them. I'm not news. They don't have shit on their website about Kenner toys, but the Junkman does. Anyway, they got a little bit more information from their inside sources, and I just wanted to share this with you because their sources were a little bit more detailed about what's going on at Disney or Lucasfilm. I'm going to look over here and read it. So I'm not trying to take any hits away from StarWarsNews.net by reading this, so just put in the description below, but I was sitting near this hotel room bored and want to talk to you guys about something. According to StarWarsNews.net, Lucasfilm did want to move Solo to December 2018, which I think many of you agree would have been better for Solo. But it was Disney who put their foot down with Lucasfilms and demanded May 25th. They gave them the money for the reshoots, they approved everything, but they said May 25th would be the release date. Now, from what I understand, Bob Iger really wanted Star Wars in May. That he didn't want The Force Awakens to happen in December, but J.J. Abrams demanded more time. And since then, he's been trying to get back into May. So I'm guessing this is a way they wanted to hold that firm date of May 25th, a Star Wars anniversary day at that. Again, Disney gave them the money to fix everything, to do the reshoots. The only thing they demanded was that May 25th release date. I don't know about you, but I wish they changed it. Just don't get me wrong, Star Wars should be able to do good in May, but that December started becoming a tradition, something you look forward to. Hey, I'm in my 40s. I can't look forward to Santa Claus. Star Wars for Christmas? That was good enough for me. And the other thing, Disney was not going to let Solo interfere with Avengers, meaning that Solo wasn't going to get any special treatment. They're not going to get extra promotion, being that they had such a small window for promotion as it did. This seems to be shooting itself in the foot. They've got so many movies, they're competing against themselves. So again, Disney said, we're going to release Solo in May. We're not going to give you any extra money for promotion or any special treatment for promotion. You're just going to go out there, promote the film like you normally do. But this time you're going to have a lot smaller window than you would have if it was in December. As for the holding off on any more Star Wars story movies, right now, according to StarWarsNews.net, the only thing that is still on go is Episode 9, the new Star Wars animated series, and the John Fogerty. Not John Fogerty. Wouldn't that be great, a John Fogerty movie? Anyway, I mean the Jon Favreau live action television show. And everything else is on hold. That goes for the new trilogy by Rian Johnson, the Game of Thrones movies by those guys, and I'm guessing an Obi-Wan movie and the rumored Boba Fett movie. Dave Filoni is still the head of the animated department. I don't know much about Dave Filoni, but I just know a lot of you guys out there love him, so I'm happy to hear that. And this is probably what I think is probably the best move so far, at least I hope. Disney is done with getting new talent to direct Star Wars movies. Not just new, but unusual talents to direct these Star Wars movies. They're going to go back to the veterans talents, I guess like Ron Howard. And I said even after The Force Awakens, why are they getting these new guys that's got 1 or 2 movies under their belt, like the Rogue One guy, and his name escapes me at this time. What do you have, Godzilla and a few independent movies? And even Rian Johnson, he's had some hit movies, but no big, huge resume. And then you got Lord and Miller. Again, just a few movies under their belt. So Disney or Lucasfilm is gonna start looking at veteran talent, veteran directors, ones that can show that they can handle big blockbuster projects like Star Wars. Now I know what you're thinking. You're gonna say, well, J.J. Abrams, he only has a few movies under his belt. Well, I think J.J. Abrams with the Star Trek reboot, Mission Impossible. I think J.J. Abrams showed himself long before he got Star Wars that he was the man to take on this new era of Star Wars. I think they picking J.J. Abrams was one of the smartest director's choices they've made. He's probably one of the best directors out there at the time that could handle relaunching Star Wars. Now you can argue that he just did a reboot or The Force Awakens wasn't good. That's not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about out of the pool of directors at that time, I think he was probably the best, because I think you wanted someone with his name, and he had a name, he had a good following, and he had a lot of love from the film geeks, and he was kind of a household name, unlike, let's say, Rian Johnson. So I think J.J. Abrams was the perfect person for this job, and I'm glad he's back for 9. But why they're going to move toward the bigger names or the veteran talents that show that they can do these big blockbusters? Well, they want to stop all the chaos, all the drama, all the behind-the-scenes drama that's going on. And firings. They don't want to fire anybody else. Take it from a guy that's been fired a lot. It's not fun to get fired.
Dick, you're fired!
Okay, also on this Star Wars News.net article, they say that they talked with someone that's contracted with the story of movies, and that their contracts will not be extended beyond Solo. So does this sound like something good, a good direction? Does it sound like, hey, Lucasfilm and Disney is at least saying, hey, let's slow down, let's put the brakes on stuff, let's see what's going on, let's take this in a new direction. Now I'm not going to get into all they're pushing their agenda on us and stuff like that. Just going from the news we have about putting the standalone movies on hold, about having a new focus, about just going with the TV show, the cartoon, in episode 9. And then, after episode 9, they're probably going to take a deep breath and see where they're going after that. They're not going to rush into it. I mean, be honest with you, like I said, I want to see as many Star Wars movies as I can. But when you hear there's episode 9 coming out, there's a great Game of Thrones guys has got a movie coming out. Rian Johnson's got 3 new ones coming out. There's a Boba Fett movie. There's an Obi-Wan movie. There's a TV show. There's a new cartoon. Just too much at one time. And this comes a guy that wants as much as he can get. But let me enjoy what I'm getting and long for some movies too. Anyway, I just wanted to share that information with you. Again, not really a news guy, but I thought it was a real interesting story, and I might do more of these news things. I'm thinking about doing maybe every Friday a video of the past news. Now, I don't have insider information. I'm not going to give you anything that you can't find, but some of you are just casual fans, maybe into the toys, and you're not searching out Star Wars news, and you might want to know what the latest news is, and I might give it to you. But then again, I might not, because I come up with a lot of plans for videos. I never do them. So, until I get bored, or until I find something else to ramble about, this is the Junkman with StarWarsJunk.net.
Thank you, sir, for that unsolicited testimony.